It's quite a nice project because it runs at very high grade copper prices. It's close to surface. It's pre-developed. We've done a trial mining exercise on the project. So for a very modest capital ticket, we're speaking about $25, $25 million US, we can get it into production within 13 months.
Are you watching Proactive? Joining me is Orion Minerals Managing Director and CEO Errol Smart. Errol, very good to speak with you, and lots of news out today as the week draws to a close. Definitive feasibility studies for both your flagship Prieska copper-zinc mine and also the Flat Mines project at your Okiep copper project. So a big turning point for the company.
Yeah, absolutely, Stephen. It's been a long time coming. These projects, it's taken us 8 years now to put them together, to consolidate the position and do a succession of feasibility studies at Prieska and find the best development route. And at Okiep, this is a maiden feasibility study. It's the small start to what we believe will be a lot bigger thing in the future, but it's really a great outcome for us.
And you do say in the release, Errol, that it's a robust development pathway to your base metals production in the Northern Cape.
Yeah, there's so few copper projects in the world at the moment, and they have two fully permitted projects ready to go with DFSs complete. That's a unique situation. And then if you look at what's happening in the world, everybody's frantically looking for new copper projects. And, the sort of charge is looking for projects that can be developed at under a capital intensity of about $12,000 an annualized ton of copper. We've got two projects. One's going to come in at $9,200 and the other one at $10,300 a ton, which is very good. And that will be able to give Orion a combined production profile of 30,000 tons a year of copper at about $9,500 a ton capital intensity. And more importantly, we'll be in the lower quartile of the cost curve as a group. Prieska is uniquely low cost production. You'll be operating at a 52% margin there. So they're really good quality projects at the time the world desperately needs good quality copper projects that are ready to build and fully permitted.
So maybe starting with Prieska, Errol, could you give us a quick overview? It's a two-phase development strategy, you say.
Yeah, so look, it is a brownfields project, and we've got the benefit of huge infrastructure that's in place, shafts, declines. The site is accessed by tar roads. There's grid power. There's renewable energy surrounding the mine. We've got piped water from the Orange River. So it's one of those brownfields opportunities that we can really benefit from. The mine had closed down in 1991. There has been ingress of surface water. There's very little groundwater. It was a dry mine when it operated. So there's 9 million cubes of water to pump out. And that process of doing that is a 3-year job, and then refurbishing the shaft. So while we're busy with that, we're going to get a little starter project going. It's quite a nice project because it runs at very high grade copper prices. It's close to surface. It's pre-developed. We've done a trial mining exercise on the project. So for a very modest capital ticket, we're speaking about $25 million US, we can get it into production within 13 months. It'll operate for 4.5 years. During that time, we'll have refurbished the shaft, dried the mine out, and then we step up to a 200,000 ton a month milling operation, producing 22,000 tons a year of copper and 66,000 tons a year of zinc. It's a great story. Within 5 years, reaching a really good production profile and a lot of exploration upside. The ore body remains open. It's not completely drilled out.
So, Errol, now that you have both of those DFSs out, what's the focus for now? I should imagine you're looking for strategic partners for these operations.
Yeah, look, this is a big capital ticket, and we're aware of that. We are fortunate that we built a very strong relationship with the Industrial Development Corporation, who are partners in both of the projects. The IDC, or the preeminent financier of mining projects in South Africa. So we've got a good partner on board. But we've been having some very interesting discussions with offtake offtakers and offtake related financing. Some of the copper projects being built in the world now are almost completely financed through offtake related financing. The traders and the smelters in the world are desperately trying to secure long-term supply, and we present a very interesting opportunity for them with certainty. So there's very interesting discussions with that, and then a number of the commercial banks as well.
Well, Errol, I hope you'll keep us posted on any progress on both of those projects. Thank you very much for speaking with us today, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's Errol Smart, Managing Director and CEO of Orion Minerals.